I'll take the truth. Well, to start, I come from this quasi-middle, upper middle class family type home. I can never figure out which, but it was real boring. I mean, we had money, but no taste. You know the kind of house. AstroTurf on the patio? Anyway, my mother liked to hold a lot of card parties, and was one of the foremost bridge cheaters in America. My father? Well, he worked for this big corporation. They used to send him out in the field a lot, to drink. Better that than to find him lying on his office floor. But they were okay. I was the strange one.
How strange?
Real strange. I used to love to give garage recitals. Bizarre recitals. This one time, I was doing Frankenstein as a musicale, and I spray painted this kid silver. All over. Well, they had to rush him to the hospital, because he had this thing where when your pores can't breathe, he lived. Because luckily I didn't paint the soles of his feet. And
what should I say? What can I tell him?
as I got older, I kept getting stranger and stranger. I used to go down to this busy intersection near my house during rush hour and direct traffic. I just wanted to see if anybody had noticed me. That's when I started breaking into people's houses. Oh, I didn't steal anything. I just rearranged their furniture and
orphan at three, mom and dad both gone, raised by sweet ex-con, had a rough life at 7, seriously, nothing to see, I'd better keep it clean. What should I say? What can I tell him?
school? You want to hear about school? I went to public school. See, I was the kind of kid who was always getting pushed around. Not only by the students, by the teachers too. Oh, and I hated sports. Hated sports! And sports were very big. I mean, it was Jock City, but I didn't make one team. You see, I couldn't catch a ball if it had Elmer's glue on it. And didn't my father have to be this big ex-football hero? He was so embarrassed. He didn't know what to tell his friends, and
got him a wreck, I don't know where to start. I'm gonna fall apart. Where are my childhood memories? Try to relax, it'll only last a while. I'll close my eyes and smile.
What should I say? What can I tell him?
And my mother kept saying, if you don't stop lighting your brother on fire, we're gonna have to send you away! And I kept on thinking these spectacular ways to kill myself. But then I realized, to commit suicide in Buffalo is redundant.
Okay, Bobby, back in line. Sheila?
Yes, you want me?
Yes.
He wants me.
To talk?
Right. What would you like to know first?
Why are you in this business?
Well, I wanted to be this prima ballerina. That light, what color is that? Do you have anything softer?
Don't worry about the lights. Just talk.
Well, I wanted to be this ballerina because my mother was a ballerina until my father made her give it up.
Sheila, come downstage. Closer.
Can I sit on your lap?
Do you always come on like this?
No. Sometimes I'm aggressive. Actually, I'm a Leo.
What's that supposed to
It means the other 11 months of the year have to watch out. I'm very strong.
mean? Maybe too strong.
Is there something you don't like? I mean, you told me to be myself.
Just bring it down.
Bring what down?
Your attitude. Tell me about your parents.
My parents?
Your father.
Him?
Your mother.
My mother. My mother was raised like a little nun. She couldn't go out. She couldn't even babysit.
Sheila, don't perform. Just talk.
And she wanted to be this dancer. And she had all these scholarships and all that, and then she got married. And my father made her give it up. Isn't this exciting? And then she had this daughter, me, and she made her what she wanted her to be. And she was fabulous at the way she did it. Would you like to know how she did it?
Yes, but first, your hair.
What? Don't you like it?
No. Let it down.
That's what I've been trying to do. Better?
Better. Go on.
Right. How she did it. Well, she took me to see all the ballets, and then she gave me her old toe shoes, which I'd run down the sidewalks in, on my toes, at 5. And then I saw the red shoes, and I wanted to be that lady, that redhead. And when she saw that I really had to dance, she said, okay, but you can't do it until you're 8. But then I was only 6, and I'd say, but I've got to dance. I mean, I can get out of the house.
What?
Nothing.
What did you say?
I said I had to get out of my house.
Why?
The truth?
Sure. You're strong enough.
Well, let's face it. My family scene was, not good. Daddy always thought that he married beneath him. That's what he said, that's what he said. When he proposed, he informed my mother he was probably the very last chance. And though she was 22, though she was 22, though she was 22, she married him. Life with my dad wasn't ever a picnic, more like a come as you are. When I was 5, I remember my mother dug earrings out of the car. I knew that they weren't hers, but it wasn't something you'd want to discuss. He wasn't worn. Well, not to her. Well, not to us. Everything was beautiful at the ballet. Lovely girls in white. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. I was happy at the ballet. That's my sort of dance classes. Up a steep, very narrow stairway to the boys like a metronome. I'd be very attractive when I grew up, different, she said, with a special something and a very, very personal flair. And though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, I hated her. Well, different is nice, but it sure isn't pretty. Pretty is what it's about. I never knew anyone who was different, who couldn't figure that out. So beautiful, I'd never live to see. But it was clear, if not to her, well then to me, that everything's beautiful at the ballet. Prince has got to have his song.
Okay, Christine.
What is that?
I don't know.
Where started?
Okay, well, everybody says that when I was little, every time they would turn on the radio, I would just get up and start dancing. And there was this man. He came around to my house. He was selling,
Lessons.
right, lessons. He was a terrific salesman. I'll never forget it. He put me up against the television set. It was one of those big square things. He picked up at the bottom of my foot, touched the top of my head, and said, "This little girl could be a star." Well, I don't know if it was the look on my face or the fact that I couldn't let go of his leg, but my mother saw how much it meant to me. I mean, I watched everything on television that had dancing on it, especially every Sunday.
Ed Sullivan.
Right, Ed Sullivan. Every Sunday, like church. I'm sorry. I'm terribly nervous.
That's okay. Just put yourself together.
Vern, this is the guy.
He's right. Well, anyways, I always knew what I wanted to do when I grew up. Except, it's funny. I never wanted to be like Ann Miller. No, I wanted to be like Doris Day. Except, I had this little...
Problem.
Yeah. See, I really couldn't sing. I could never really sing. What I couldn't do was...
Sing.
I have trouble with the
No.
pimples all around my
Throat.
face. It's terrifying.
Sing.
See, I really couldn't hear which note was or was...
Higher.
Which is why I disappear if someone says, "Let's start a..."
Higher.
And when I begin to
Shriek.
it's across the neck,
Squeak.
or a quiver, or a... It's a little like a record player, but it doesn't have it.
Now.
Oh, I know you're thinking, what a crazy...
Ting-a-ling.
But I really couldn't.
Sing.
I could never really
Sing.
sing. What I couldn't do was...
Sing. 3 blind mice.
3 blind mice! It isn't intentional.
She's doing her best. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells! Oh, it really blows my
She
mind.
gets impressed.
But what I lack in pitch, I sure make up in.
Power.
And all my friends say I'm perfect for the shower. So if you forgot, I'm coming in the corner. I'm a birdie on that.
Wing.
But when I begin to
Chirp.
they say, "Who's the little?"
Twerk.
Going instead of...
Hey.
And when Christmas comes and all my friends go, it is so disheartening. It is so disquieting. It is so discouraging. Darling, please stop answering.
Ring.
But I really couldn't. I
Sing.
could never really.
Sing.
What I couldn't do was...
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Sing, 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 sing,
Sing a sad number. Sing a sad number.
sing.
Everyone, Christine, back in love. Judy?
Well, I get the feeling most of you always knew what you wanted to do. Me, I didn't. I was just a little kid for a while, and then and then one day, well, my dad had this fabulous library at the back of the house, and one day when I was about 11, I guess, I found this medical textbook. It was of the male and female anatomy. Well, I already thought that was pretty interesting, and I used to read that book a lot.
Were you interested in medicine? Were you interested in pictures?
No, I didn't mean that at all. I was curious.
Changes. Oh.
Down below, above, time to down.
To break out.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
Time
called me stinky for 3 years. Ah!
Goodbye 12, goodbye 13, hello love. Robert Goulet! Oh, down below, up above.
I'll show you mine, you show me yours.
Seeing Daddy naked.
Time to grow, time to grow.
Run.
Mom and Dad are doing it.
I'm gonna be a movie star.
Did you see? The only thing about me that grew was my desire. I was never gonna be Maria Tall Chief. I was just this peanut on point. That was my whole trip, my size. It still is. God, my last show I was 32 and I played a 14-year-old brat.
I thought you said you were 21.
So I got caught. But I don't look it, and I should knock it, because I've always been able to work. From the time I was 5 in summer stock, up till now I never stopped, cause whatever I am.
So excited because I was going to be going to the High School of Performing Arts. I mean, I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyway, it's the first week of acting class and we're in the auditorium and there's this teacher, Mr. Carr. Ugh, Mr. Carr. Anyway, he had us get up on the stage with our legs around each other, one in back of the other, and he says, okay, we're gonna do improvisations. Now I want you to imagine you're on a bobsled. It's snowing out and it's cold. Okay, go. Every day for a week we would try to feel the motion down the hill. Every day for a week we would try to hear the wind rush, feel the chill. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I had inside. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried, and everybody's going whoosh, whoosh, after the snow, after the cold, after the air. And Mr. Carr turns to me and he says, okay, Morales, what did you feel? And I said, nothing. I'm feeling nothing. And he said, nothing could get a girl transferred. They all felt something. I felt nothing except the feeling that this whole thing was absurd. But I said to myself, hey, it's only the first week. Maybe it's genetic. They don't have bobsleds in San Juan. Second week, more advanced, and we had to be a table, be a sports car, ice cream cone. Mr. Carr, he would say, very good, except Morales. Try Morales, all alone. So I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see how an ice cream felt. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried to melt. And the kids yelled nothing. They called me nothing and carved at it, which really makes me burn. They were so helpful. They called me hopeless until I really didn't know where else to turn. And Carr kept saying to me, Morales, I think you should just transfer to Girls High. You'll never be an actress, never. Jesus Christ. Went to church, praying Santa Maria, send me guidance, send me guidance on my knees. Went to church, praying Santa Maria, help me feel it, help me feel it, pretty please. And a voice from down in the bottom of my soul came up to the top of my head. And a voice from down in the bottom of my soul, here is
like joint egg though. You know.
The nightclub reunion, 'cause I can make $60 a week working strip joints out to Kansas City. I worked this one club for about 8 weeks straight. I really became friendly with the stripper.
His name was Brad, and well, he really took to me. I mean, we did share the only dressing room, and he did a lot of dressing.
But anyway, he used to come and pick me up and drive me to work nights. Well, the names would all be hanging outside the windows, and he'd drive up in his big black shiny Corvette and smile.
And I'd come tripping out of the house in my little dress and my tassels in my hand. We'd drive on the block with his blonde hair just blowing in the wind.
Goodbye 12, goodbye 13, hello love. I paid for all these lessons, did for grandma, did for grandma.
I got out Steve McQueen sax. Probably out Steve McQueen in.
You can't movie until you finish your homework.
Wash the car. Taking your nose.
If Troy Donna, you can be a movie star, then I can be a movie star.
Well, when the girls on the block saw Brad, they all knew the story was. It's told this big hot romance you're having. And actually, he's going with this little brat. That's what my sister was. A little brat. And that's why I shaved her head. I'm glad I shaved her head. But then my father lost his job, so we had to leave him passive when we found him in St. Louis, Missouri. Well, it was the furthest thing from my mind to be a dancer, but my mother would embarrass me so much she'd come to pick me up. But school's only pretty yellow rollers in her hair, no matter how much I begged her, she'd say what? Are you ashamed of your own mother? But the thing that made my daddy laugh so much is when we used to jump in and dance with the wind.
Please take this message to mother from me.
Dad would take Mom to Roseland. She would come home with her shoes in her hat.
On the fat, where we in the kitchen, all the time. You're
And I can tell you this now. You're following through life with an open fly.
You check out to your father's side of the family, the ugly side. Wait till your father gets home.
And it was the first time I'd ever seen a dead body. But when I was 15, the most terrible thing happened. The Mad Amateur Hour held auditions in St. Louis, and I didn't hear about it till after they'd gone. And I nearly killed myself. I almost walked in front of a speeding streetcar. And I remember noticing a voice for the first time. Anyway, I do remember kissing with Leslie. She was my best girlfriend. Did any of you girls ever practice kissing with another girl? So that when the time came, you know how to. No? Oh my god.
Judy.
Did you, girl?
Yeah, but only a couple times.
Oh, count me in. Oh, thank God. Anyway, I do remember.
The day after I turned 18,
I kissed folks goodbye.
got on a throwaway bus, and headed for the big bad apple. Do you know? Right. Because I wanted to be a rockette. Oh yeah, let's get one thing straight. See, I never heard of the red shoes. I never saw the red shoes. I didn't give a fig about the red shoes. I decided to be a rockette because this girl in my hometown, Luella Heiner, had actually gotten out and made it to New York, and she was a rockette. Well, she came home on Christmas to visit, and they gave her a parade. A goddamn parade! I twirled a friggin' baton for 2 hours in the rain. Unfortunately, though, she got knocked up over Christmas. Merry Christmas! And never made it back to Radio City. That was my plan. New York, here I come! Except, I had one minor problem. See, I was ugly as sin. I was ugly, skinny, homely, unattractive, and flat as a pancake. Get the picture? Anyway, I got off this bus in my little white shoes, my little white tights, my little white dress, my little ugly face, and my long blonde hair, which was natural then. I looked like a friggin' nurse. I had $87 in my pocket and 10 years of tap and acrobatics. I could do a 180-degree split and come up 10 in Morse code. Well, with that kind of talent, I figured the mayor would be waiting for me at Port Authority. Wrong. I had to wait 6 months just for an audition. Well, finally the big day came. I showed up at music hall with my red patent leather tap shoes. And this man says to me, "Can you do fan kicks?" Well, of course. I could do terrific fan kicks. But they weren't good enough. Of course, what he was trying to say was, it was the way that I looked, not the fan kicks. So, I said, screw you, Radio City and the Rockettes. I'm gonna dance on Broadway. Well, Broadway, same story. I mean, every audition, I dance rings around the other girls and still find myself in the alleyway with the other rejects. After a while, I caught on. I mean, I had eyes. I saw what they were hiring. I also swiped my dance card after an audition once. And on a scale of 10, they gave me, for dance, 10. For looks, 3. Well, dance 10, looks 3. And still on unemployment, dance for my own enjoyment. That ain't a kid. That ain't a kid. Dance 10, looks 3. It's like to die. Left the theater and called the doctor for my appointment to buy this and that. Bought myself a fancy pair. Tightened up the derriere. Did the nose with all the girls that did this and that. Had the bingo bongos done. Suddenly I'm getting national tours. This and that will get you jobs. And the last they're yours. Didn't cost a fortune either. Didn't hurt my love life either. Flat and sassy, I would get the strays and losers. Beggars really can't be choosers. That ain't a kid. That ain't a kid. Fix the chassis. How do you do? Life turned into an endless medley of gee, it had to be you. Why this and that? Where the cupboard was spare. Now you knock and someone's there. You have got me top to bottom. Hey, it's a gas. Just dash of silicone. Shaking your maracas and you're fine. This and that will change your life. They sure change mine. You're all looking at my boobs now, aren't you? Well, they aren't that big. I heard that, you old hag. I didn't want them like yours. I wanted them in proportion.
Well, you got what you paid for.
I wouldn't mind having just one of yours.
Well, go out and buy them. Let me take my word. Grab a cab, come on, see the wizard on Park and 17th. For this and that, orchestra and balcony, what they
start dancing, Paul?
Not until very late.
Why?
I don't know why, I just didn't.
Well, what did you do?
Oh, nothing much.
Come on, Paul. You must have done something. How old were you when you started dancing?
16.
Well, what did you do until you were 16? I mean, what was your family like?
We were close.
Close? Brothers? Sisters?
2 sisters. One died when I was 14.
How?
I don't really want to talk about it. I mean, why do I have to talk about that?
Lucy, can we please sit down?
Zach, can the kids have a break?
And smoke? Can the adults please smoke?
All right, everyone. Take a break. Out in the hall. Paul? We'll try this again later. Cassie, can you stay on stage, please?
Well, this audition's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
What do you think? I need a job.
In the chorus?
Look, Zach, I'd love a part of a chorus, but I'll take what I can get.
You're too good for chorus, Cassie.
Too good? I've got a couple of dance parts. So what?
You were featured. You stopped 2 shows cold. Your career's going fine here in New York.
God, you sound like all my friends, my fans, acting like I'm this big star and don't know it. And the truth is, I never even came close. And nobody had the guts to tell me. I'd love to be a star, but I'm not. I'm a dancer. Give me somebody to dance for. Give me somebody to show. Let me wake up in the morning to find I have somewhere exciting to go.
So you're going through a slow period. It happens to everyone. Something will happen.
That's what I kept telling myself in California. I'm telling myself, well, nothing will happen. I can't act.
What?
I can't act. There I am in California trying to be this big actress. Well, it didn't take me long to figure out I can't act. It didn't take Hollywood long either.
You mean you didn't work out there?
Sure. I had a couple of rotten dance parts in a so-so film. Part got cut, thank God. I was a go-go dancer in a TV film's movie of the week. Commercials. Almost got to squeeze a roll of toilet paper, but lost out in the finals. Isn't that something? 17 years in the business, and I flunked out toilet paper squeezing. Oh, I was dancing Band-Aid. That was fun. There was an earthquake. Got a terrific tan. Oh, and you must have heard about the
I
time
did
that
hear you're going out with some big agent, being a bit wild, running around, carrying on.
Well, when you're a woman of leisure, what else is there to do but go out and run around a bit? Not to mention getting fat and going crazy. Which is why I'm back here in New York, Zach. That's why I'm here today. Zach, I need a job. To have something that I can believe in. To have something to be. Use me, choose me.
I just can't see dancing chorus, Cassie.
Why not?
Listen, if you need some money, call my business manager.
Sure, I need money. Who doesn't? But I don't need a handout. I need a job. I need a job. I don't know how else to say it. Do you want me to say it again?
No.
Good. Then we got that far. Look, I haven't worked in 2 years. There's nothing left for me to do, so I'm putting myself on the line. Yes, I'm putting myself on your line. I don't want to wait on tables anymore. What I really don't want to do is teach someone else what I should be doing myself. God, I'm a dancer. A dancer dances. Give me somebody to dance with. Give me a place to fit in. Help me return to the world of the living by showing me how to begin. Play me the music. be involved. If you give me a job, then the rest of the crap will be solved. Put me to work, you would think that by now I'm allowed. I'll do you proud. Throw me a rope to grab onto, help me to prove that I'm strong. Give me the chance to look forward to saying, hey listen, they're playing my song. Play me the music, give me a chance to come through. All I ever needed was the music and the mirror and the chance to dance.
That's not the answer.
I'm not going back. Starting over. I'll settle for that. Starting over.
Starting over, we can't.
You're talking about us.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are, Zach. You're talking about us.
Cassie, let's keep this business, okay?
By all means. Who else is here for anything else? It's all about, right? Work, Zach? That's what I'm here for today. Work.
Well, you shouldn't have come. You don't fit in. You don't dance to anyone else. You don't know how.
But I can. I did it years ago. I can do it again. You're not even giving me a chance. Just let me try.
Zach, do you want the kids now?
No. No, take the kids down to the basement and teach them the lyrics to that number. Oh, and send Paul in. All right, Cassie, go with Lucy and learn the lyrics.
Thank you.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, Paul. I really like the way you dance. No, I mean it. So I figured you'd try this again. For one thing, if you're going to change your name, why go from a Puerto Rican name to an Italian?
Because I don't look it. People always told me, you don't look Puerto Rican, you don't look Puerto Rican, but I am.
So you think you look Italian?
No, I just wanted to be someone new, so I became Paul San Marco.
Why do you want to become someone new?
Well, I'm not very proud of my past.
Who is? Well, that's what the word means, Paul. Past.
That might be easy for you to say, but I've had...
Look, wait a minute. What made you start dancing? Your parents?
No. What do Puerto Ricans know about theater? Now they have Channel 47, but back then they didn't have anything. My father loved movies, and he'd take us all the time. He worked nights, and when he'd come home, he'd take us to the theater on 42nd Street. We'd come over one movie and go into another, and another movie. I don't know why, but I love the musicals.
How old were you?
7 or 8?
On 42nd Street?
Yeah, it was a trip.
Go on, Paul.
Well, I'd have to go sit down front because I couldn't see. I wear contacts now. I'd go sit down front, and these strange men would come sit with me and play with me. I didn't tell anyone because, well, I guess it didn't matter.
Why didn't it matter?
Why?
Look, Paul, if this is too rough for you, I have a picture and resume.
No, okay. From seeing all those movie musicals, I used to dance around in the street, and I'd get caught all the time. Man, it was embarrassing. I was always pretending I was Sid Charisse. Always, which I don't really understand. I mean, I always wanted to be an actor. I mean, I really wanted to perform. One day my cousin said to me, "You'll never be an actor." I knew she was saying this because I was such a sissy. I always knew I was gay, but that didn't bother me. What bothered me was I didn't know how to be a boy. One day I looked at myself in the mirror and said, "You're 14 years old and you're gay. What are you going to do with the rest of your life?" At that time, I was at Cardinals Hayes High School. There were 3,000 boys there. I had no protection anymore. No home room where I could be charming and funny with the tough guys so they'd fight my battles for me. Not like when I went to small schools. I liked school, but it got so bad, I didn't raise my hand even if I knew the answer because I was afraid they would laugh at me. They'd even whistle at me in the halls. It was awful. Just awful. One day I went down to the principal's office and said, "I'm gay." Well, it was a Catholic high school, and at the age of 15, he just didn't say that. He said, "Would you like to see a psychologist?" And I did. And he said, "You're well adjusted for your age, and you should quit school." So I did. I didn't really want to, I just couldn't take it anymore. See, when I quit school, what I was trying to do was figure out who I was and how to be a man. You know, there are a lot of people in this world who don't know how to be men, and since then I found I am one. I was looking for the wrong thing. I was trying to be butch. I started hanging around 72nd Street, meeting all these weird people. People like me. Somebody told me they were looking for male dancers at the Jewel Box Review. You know, the drag show. So I got down to the audition. Now, from all those years of pretending I was Sid Charisse, I had this fabulous extension. I mean, I could turn anything, my first audition. They said to me, "You're too short to be a boy. Would you like to be a pony?" I said, "What's that?" "A girl." "Well, what do I have to do?" "Show us your legs." It's so strange thinking about all this now. It seems like a whole lifetime ago. I was just past 16. Anyway, then there was this thing of me trying to hide it from my parents because I'd buy makeup, earrings, shoes to rehearsing, and my mom would find it. I told her there was a girl in the show and she didn't want her parents doing what she was doing, so I was holding it for her. She believed me. When I was finally in show business, nothing to brag about. It was a job. After a while, it got so demeaning. I'm not sure if it was the lack of dignity that got to me, but I left. So I muddled around for a while. I was an office boy, a waiter, but it's hard to get a good job without a good education. So when the Jewel Box called and asked me to come back, I went. We were at the Apollo Theater on 125th Street. We were doing 4 shows a day. It was real tacky. The show was going to go to Chicago, and my parents wanted to say goodbye. They were going to bring me my luggage after the show. We were doing this Oriental number. I had 2 great big chrysanthemums on either side of my head, and this huge headdress with gold balls hanging all over it. I looked like Anime Wong. Well, we're going on to the finale, and who should I see standing by the stage door? My parents. They got there too early. I didn't know what to do. I freaked. I thought, okay, I'll just walk right by them like all the others, and they won't recognize me. So I took a deep breath, and I went down the stairs. And just as I walked by my mother, I heard her say, "Oh my God." Well, I died. After the show, I went up to my dressing room, and when I finished dressing and taking my makeup off, I came back down, and there they were, standing in the middle of all these. All they said to me was, "Please write, make sure you eat, and take care of yourself." And just as they were about to leave, my father turned to the producer and said, "Take care of my son." And that's the first time he ever called me that.
Zach, are you ready for them?
All right, bring them in.
Okay, kids, everybody in.
Lucy, get the hats.
Okay, we're using hats. Everybody grab a hat and try to find one that fits.
All right, this is the same combination we worked on earlier. It also goes with the lyrics you just learned. Now, this is important. I want to see unison dancing. Every hand, arm, body angle, exactly the same. You must blend. This is one of those numbers where you back the star. You're a refrain. I don't want anyone to pull my eye. Now, let's see the girls in the front. Tallest in the center, shorter ones in the end.
5, 6, 7. I don't have a hat.
Hold it, Lucy.
Bobby.
Hat.
Here, Cassie.
Thanks. 5, 6, 7, 8.
1.
Your legs.
Sensation, every little step she
Straighten the sporting legs, Sheila.
1.
Don't pop the head, Cassie.
Combination, every move that she
Make
makes.
it sharper.
1 smile and
Smile the leg, Cassie.
nobody else will do. You know you'll never
Too much leg, Cassie.
with you.
Eyes on valve.
1 moment in her presence, and you can't forget the rest.
You're the end of the turn, Cassie.
For the girl is second best to none. So,
Don't pop the head, Cassie.
your attention. Do I really have to mention she's
That's your placement, Sheila.
the
All right, switch.
one? Singular
Do it again, Cassie.
every little step she takes.
6, 7.
1
Don't pop the head, Cassie.
every move that she makes. 1 smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you. No. 1 moment in her presence, and you can't forget the rest. For the girl is
Damn it, Cassie, you're short of the combination. Pull it, cool it, dance like everyone else.
side. Here your attention. Do I really have to mention she's the one?
Stop! What are you doing?
My job.
What?
How can you do it? You got in the course when you were 22. What the hell makes you think you can come back now?
My sanity?
Cassie, you can't do it.
I can do it. I did what you asked. I pulled in, I cooled it. I danced like everyone else.
I know you did. And to be perfectly honest, I couldn't stand it.
But you know, that's your problem. Why? Because you're the one that took me out of the course years ago. Does that make you feel like some sort of failure?
Why'd you leave me?
Oh, so we're going to talk about this again.
Why'd you leave me? I came home one night and you were gone.
Why, Zach? You noticed.
Very funny.
Left. You left me weeks before.
Left. I thought we were living together.
In the same apartment, maybe. I mean, in the real sense, the word left, you left. You were madly in love.
I wasn't. You know I wasn't. I was writing my first play.
Yeah, and you were in love with it, and off in the only world that means anything to you.
Cassie, you know how important that was to me. Christ, if I could write a straight play and pull it off, and then I wasn't going to be stuck making up dance steps for the rest of my life.
You were never going to be stuck. You were going to make sure you did it all. Choreograph, direct, plays, musicals. God, Zach. Maybe you left your work, but you really get off on it, don't you?
Yeah, I guess I do. But you didn't seem to mind when we were working together. It was only that we weren't that.
Oh, I didn't mind being part of of your work, Zach. I loved you. I could have handled that. But not being a part of your life really got to me. Not being able to keep up because that's what you expected. I know you did. And you were moving up and you wanted me to be right there beside you. Well, I was a good dancer, but you wanted me to be a star.
What's wrong with that? Why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you be the best you can be? When I got into the course, I decided I was going to...
Oh, that's a disease, not a choice. Good, better, best. I hate it. How can you stand it? Are you really gonna go the rest of your life? Rehearsing day after day, 24 hours? No, you're not even doing it for yourself. You're doing it to prove something. Again. That's why I was doing it. To please you, to keep you. Again. To get you back. I don't want to prove anything anymore. I want to do what I love as much as I can, as long as I can. I don't want to prove anything anymore. At least now I'm doing it for me. Who are you doing it for?
Thrilling combination, every move that she makes.
I'm sorry, I don't have a right to what do you mean? Shouldn't we be over this by now? Are we?
You know you'll never be lonely with
Don't feel like you owe me any favors. I feel like everyone else.
Is that what you really want from me? Is this really what you want to do?
for the girl the second best to love. So, sign, give me your attention. Do I really have to mention she's
Yeah, I'd be proud to be one of them. They're wonderful.
But Cassie, you're special.
We're all special. He's special, she's special, Connie, Sheila, Belle, Christine, we're all special. And yes, I would be happy to dance in that line. Yes, I would. I'll take chorus, if you'll take me.
All right, who are we going to hire?
I don't know.
Well, what do you want to do now?
Do the tap combination. Start matching them up.
All right, the tap combination. Okay. Ready? A 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's overdue. I need a drink.
He's got to know what he wants by now.
Oh, Jesus, have I got a headache? I'm not sure I can stay much longer. I should be the singer. Oh well.
If George Hamilton can be a movie star, then I can be a movie star.
What am I doing in show business?
Okay, everybody stage right. I'm going to put you into pairs now. Let me see. I'll start with Dawn, Sheila, Bobby, and BB. Bobby, work up stage. A 5, 6, 7, 8. Dawn, work closer to Sheila. Stay on beat. Let me see some smiles. Not that Bobby smile, that I love to dance smile.
dance with Val. Smile, honey. A 5, 6, 7, 8. Diana, I'm not hearing any taps.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Stay on beat. Okay, stage left. Now, Maggie and Mark.
Mike!
Honey, are you hiding back there? Come out.
Tap is not my strongest point.
Let me see. I'll have Paul. Others, hang on. A 5, 6, 7, 8. Boys, work up stage. Connie, relax. Listen up and enjoy it. Connie.
Paul! Get up, Paul! Hey, what are you doing? What do you mean? I'm just trying to.
Oh, crap.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Paul, you okay? Did you hurt yourself?
No, it's just...
Did you pull your muscle? Is it your ankle?
It's not your knee, is it?
An old injury?
Yeah, he had it operated on last year. It's his cartilage.
Oh, crap.
Okay, everybody back up. Give him some air.
You should call a doctor.
No, really.
Call a doctor.
Who's your doctor?
I don't want a doctor.
Paul, who's your doctor?
Call Sydney Rhodes.
Lucy, call
595.
Paul, just breathe slowly and relax.
You should promise me a book or something. Get a dance bag.
No, I think I just twisted it.
Okay, ready?
Does that feel better? Does anyone have some Valium?
I do.
Somebody get me some water?
I will.
You're gonna be okay, Paul.
Yeah. Put it out of work, huh?
Look, I don't think you should give that to him. You don't know what's wrong.
Oh, please. I've had 3 already today.
Zach, the doctor said it would be faster if we got him in a cab and over to St. Joseph's Hospital than if he came here. So he'll be waiting for him at the emergency center.
Right.
I'll go.
No.
I'll help you.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, let's get him up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Where's his dance bag?
Which one's his?
Paul, I'll see you later. Lucy, call me when you get to the hospital. What do you do when you can't dance anymore?
Kill yourself.
No, really.
What kind of question is that?
Real heavy.
Yeah.
I know, but what do you do?
Well, I'll tell you. Because I'm getting scared. I love being in business, but one day it hits you. Okay, Connie, you've been having fun for almost 8 years now, but where's that getting you?
Yeah, a lot of people are starting to feel that way. You're getting out of this business fast.
Well, there's no security in dancing. But wait a second. There's no promotion, no advancement.
If you're looking for that kind of security, you can forget about it.
No, it's not just that.
Well, what then?
Well, I could do without all that, but crap, there's no work anymore.
Tell me about it.
But isn't that
Oh,
happening?
please. I don't want to hear how Broadway's dying because I just got here.
Don't worry, honey. It's not.
They're not doing big musicals like they used to.
But even if they did, even if you get this show, it's gonna close one day. Nothing runs forever, right?
Yeah, sure. But that's just the way it is.
He's right.
And then you have to start all over, because the only course line you can depend on in this business is the one at unemployment.
Oh, please, give me a break.
I know, guys, but isn't that, don't you want to be someone other than just the person in the class?
Gee, I just want to get in line.
I want to be someone other than just the redhead standing second from the end. I mean, not that I want to be a star or anything.
Hell, I do.
Oh, who doesn't? Everybody in the whole goddamn country wants to be a star. Okay, I'll admit it. I want to be the next Gwen Verdon.
But she dances.
I know, don't you just love her?
Well, what I want to know is, what are you going to do when you can't dance anymore?
Who cares? I don't care if I never dance another step as long as I live. I'd be okay just going to Hollywood and replacing Jill St. Joe. Big friggin' deal, right? Well, I can dream, can't I?
Yeah, but dreams don't pay the rent.
So, find somebody who can.
But that's the thing that gets me. A girl can always get married.
She didn't say it.
Another thing is,
Oh,
these
please.
bodies don't
I
last
can't
forever.
speak it anymore.
We're no better off than athletes.
Well, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna keep on kicking these legs until I can't anymore. And when I can't, well, I'll just find something else.
Right. So you get into acting. No, you'll love it. I mean, it's fabulous when you find out you can talk, too. That's what I'm into. Not very good, but I'm getting better. And I'll tell you something, honey, it beats busting your tush dancing any day. And at least when you're an actor, you stand a chance.
Oh, please. There's a heck of a lot more actors out of work than dancers.
Oh, shit! That's theater! Listen, nobody got in this business to play it safe. And we're all here because we wanted to be. And you're all just acting like this is just another job, and it's not. So what are you all talking about?
Life. It's tough all over. That's why I have no plan, no alternative. Just one day at a time. That's enough for me to deal with.
Listen, we all feel the same way or wouldn't be here. But I have a husband and 2 kids, and as much as I love dancing in theater, it's all about paying the bills now and getting the kids through school. I have to go where the money is.
What are you to do?
Well, I'd love to stay in the business. Maybe stage managing, someday directing. I'll just have to see.
I can't think of anything else I could do.
Well, if you had to pick another career, go ahead. Pick any other career. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Young. I know what I want to do. Because I know one night, whatever show I'm in is going to close. And I'm finally going to be able to get off my diet. Then I'm going to get in the car with my husband, drive up to our 50 acres in Vermont, have a bunch of kids, dance around my kitchen cooking, and enjoy getting fat.
That sounds good. Except the getting fat part. Yeah, I would like that. Just not right away.
I want to just be happy.
Oh, come on. Aren't you happy? Look, I sit around and get depressed and worry about things sometimes too. But then I meet somebody and they say, wow, you dance on Broadway. How fabulous. You got somewhere. You're something. In Christ, I get this feeling inside. Because I remember when I was little and I used to stand at the stage door and I'd watch all these girls come out with their makeup and their eyelashes and I'd think, God, I'll never be that old. I'll never be that old. I'll never be old enough to come out the stage door. But deep down inside I knew I would. And God damn it, I've come this far and I'm not going back now.
That's what I used to say. I won't give up. I gotta be a ballerina by the time I'm 18. And then I found out about musical comedy and said, okay, I'll be a chorus girl. But I gotta play the parts before I'm 21.
Oh no, did you do that too? Give yourself a time limit? I'd still do it.
Right. And then you're 25 and you think, just a couple more years. Well, hell, I'm 30. How many years left till I have to play chorus cutie? 3? 4? If I get my eyes done. I just don't want to be on that level any longer. So lately I've been thinking about opening up my own dance studio. I don't know. Am I copping out? Am I giving up? I don't know.
Look, who does? Listen, who knows anything? It's just something we're gonna have to figure out.
Right. But if today were the day you stopped dancing, how would you feel?
Kiss today goodbye. The sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you. But I won't forget what I did for love. What I did for love. Look, my eyes are dry. The gift was ours to borrow. It's as if we always knew. But I won't forget what I did for love. What I did for love.
before I start eliminating, I just want to say I think you're all terrific. You've been wonderful about going through all of this today, and I sincerely wish I could hire all of you, but I can't. Will the following people please step forward? Dawn, Ronnie, Vicky, Renee, Al, Diane. No, I'm wrong. Back in line, Diane. Edie, Sheila, and Maggie. Frontline, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sorry. For the rest of you, rehearsals begin September 22nd. Rehearse for 6 weeks with a 2-week out-of-town tryout. Our New York opening will be sometime in January. Be prepared to sign a standard minimum contract with a 6-month rider. You'll be contacted sometime next week as to where and when to sign your contract. And I'm very glad we're going to be working together.
Singular sensation, every little step he takes. Every move that he makes. One smile and suddenly will do. You know you'll never be broken with you. Know who. Into a room and she takes. One thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you. No. One moment in her presence and you can't forget the rest. For the girl is second best to none. So, ooh, sigh, give her your attention too. I really have to mention she's
You ready?